you guys, how you all doing today? I hope everybody's very well. So I got the 2-stroke smoke thing today, so that's kind of cool. Haven't been on that bike in quite a while. Stick around, I'll tell you guys why, because welcome to my Enduro riding lessons episode 11. And we're gonna do some interesting stuff today, so stick around. So yeah, you guys, welcome to my Enduro riding lesson series episode 11. So I'm gonna be shooting on the fly today, so you're gonna see the camera moving around a lot, so it's just a little bit easier to show you guys what's going on. But before we get started, I want to remind all you guys, I got a new mailing address. It'll be in the description below, like actual snail mail. You can put an envelope in the mailbox. So if you guys have how-to, questions or, about this kind of stuff, or, whatever you can fit in an envelope, product testing too, or anything like that, just send it to that mailing address. I'm going to be starting a new segment on my YouTube channel where I open the mail in front of the camera. So if you want to be mentioned on film, then drop something in the mail. Right on. So yeah, I'll show you guys what I got going on over here. I'm on the 2-stroke today, obviously. So basically, I've had quite a few questions and comments, about the lessons that I've already done. And one of the most common ones is about timing. It's when, between the clutch and the throttle, a lot of people have trouble getting the timing down. So I came up with a few real easy drills that can hopefully help you with that. And yeah, so let's get started on that. So basically, guys, I'm going to run you through one of these first drills that I came up with, and it's real basic. We're in the middle of the mountains here, so we don't have, pine pylons and pine cones and all that kind of stuff. We got sticks. But it doesn't really matter what you use. The theory is all the same, and it's very practical, and it's going to work. So basically what I did is I laid out 3 sticks, and what the idea is to pop your front tire over, don't touch your front tire to any one of the sticks. And what that's going to do is that's going to sync up your brain with the clutch and the throttle. Don't worry about brakes or anything like that right now. All I want you guys to do is just worry about getting the link, there's a word, the link between your brain, clutch, and throttle, and get the timing down, because that has to do with all obstacles. In my other videos where I'm going over massive logs and rocks, this is based on that. It's all about timing. When you tap the gas, when you touch the throttle a little bit just to loft the front tire in the air, that's kind of what this is all about. So I'll run through it a couple times and I'll show you what I mean. So I should mention, you guys, try and set those logs, I'm going to call them logs, I know they're sticks, but try and set them reasonably. I went for about a bike length apart. No, I didn't measure them, I just kind of guessed, but show you what we're talking about here. I see a lot of people trying to do pop-a wheelies, and really a pop-a wheelie is that's really what you're trying to do when you do any obstacle. You're basically letting the clutch out and giving it gas at the exact right time. So you should be able to turn like that at full lock and barely move. So yeah, check this out. Okay, watch. You see that? Now every time you do that, the bike's going to speed up a little bit. So I'll show you another trick. Now watch this time. We're going to slow things right down, and we're going to use the back brake, or the front brake, just to slow it down a little bit. You see that? So that's the initiation, that's the beginning of probably what I should have showed you guys right from the start, but it's pretty well explained in all my lesson videos. I really try and talk about using the clutch and the throttle. So just a little bit of clutch, a little bit of throttle. Front brake's on, so I'm not going too fast. Watch, watch, watch. You see that? See how easy that is? I mean, I know it's not easy if you guys are just learning, but I've been riding for over 4 decades, so it kind of comes easy to me, but Okay, so this is an awesome drill, you guys. I'm glad I came up with it because it's very effective. I'm going to go through this real quick without my bike. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm feathering the clutch, a tiny bit of gas to keep momentum. Right when and I'm hard on the front brake, well, not too hard, but just to keep yourself from going too fast, or rear brake, whatever you're more comfortable with. And just before my tire is about to touch that little log, up. So I just, tiny bit of gas at the same time, watch, tiny bit of gas at the same time you're letting the clutch out. See that? That's a feel that you're going to have to get yourself, and it's really hard to develop. It's, you know, it's got to do with everything on a motorcycle. Even when you leave a stoplight, you know, when the light turns green and you're on your highway bikes, or, you know, your on-road bikes, exact same thing. You're just that relationship with the clutch and the throttle, you just want to let it out, let the clutch a little more abruptly to get the front tire up, just enough to get over the log. So next one, same thing. I slow myself down from the first one with the front brake or back, whatever works for you, just on the clutch, just enough to keep from going too far forward, and then up. Next one, same thing. Rep, rep, rep. And then that's all there is to it, really, you guys. Real quick again. Okay, I'm gonna look down at the controls if I can, you guys. I forgot my chest mount, which would have been ideal for this. I'm gonna try and look at the controls, so bear with me on the angle, so that the idea is that you guys can see my clutch and throttle. If I can even do this, I'm gonna try. So it's all front brake and clutch right now. So you want to compress down with your suspension a little bit as well. You see that? I hope that comes through on the camera. And then when you're turning around, something like this, lock, I'm at full lock right now. Leaning the bike to make this corner. Okay, let's try and focus on my throttle on the right-hand side here. I should mention, you guys, doing stuff like this helps you find your sweet spot on your clutch. You know, there's you know, your clutch has throw, it's called. That's the throw of your clutch, how far it goes, and then there's a certain spot where it's just slipping and then it locks fully, like the plates grab. So finding that sweet spot kind of determine that with the throttle, like, you know, how much throttle. You can be letting the clutch out a really long ways. If you're revving it a bit higher, it's still going to be slipping. And you know, when you find that sweet spot on your clutch, that's also finding the sweet spot on your the traction of your rear tire. So you could try also things like this. Like you can go right up to this little log, you know, and I'm sitting right now, one finger on the brake. I've always got one finger on the brake and clutch, no matter where I'm riding or what bike I'm riding. And then just try and get up without falling over and start hopping over them. So I should mention, you guys, that I'm compressing the suspension down just slightly. You know, that helps initiate your pop a wheelie, we're gonna call it. And then, like I said, get a little cocky with them. You know, you can come in on a bit of an angle. Actually, what you could probably do is set them apart, a few bike lengths apart, and do a figure 8 over them. That would be cool too. toss these out of the way so nobody intentionally gets crossed up on them. But those work out good, you guys. That's a really cool drill. I actually just came up with that. You know, I had an idea for the video, but I saw them lying here and it worked out really good. And then you could get creative with that. You could put a log a few bike lengths apart, put a log, a rock in the middle to avoid, and then another stick, another rock, and then another stick, and kinda, you gotta just challenge yourself. So, I hope that helps you guys. Once you guys start to get better with that clutch and throttle, you know, then you can challenge yourself with little banks like this. You know, you can kind of just go into it real controlled, see, nice and slow. So you see how that helps? Actually, you see how now you got that throttle and clutch control? It's a little more technical. So you can just roll into it nice and slow. Pick your line, nice and steady with the throttle. So yeah, you guys, the sky's opened up on me here. We got a little water falling, but so I should mention, you guys, with little things like this, you know, you could do this on any bike because they're so small. You could do it on an adventure bike, or I would suggest, if you guys are really new to riding, like you're just getting into it, stick to small stuff like that and then slowly increase the size of those logs. You know, I don't mean, you know, like within your comfort level, because if you know, you're gonna fall over once in a while. It's just part of riding a motorcycle, but you don't want to get hurt because it can really, you can go backwards and it discourages you. And you gotta really prepare mentally. You know, you gotta see yourself going over the obstacle, whether it's a 3-inch tall stick or a 3-foot tall log. You just gotta see yourself doing it. And once you got once you got it in your brain what to do, then it'll come naturally to you guys. That I promise you, it's like playing guitar. It just takes dedication. You gotta just do it till you get it, and then you'll get it and you'll be super happy. So hope that helps you guys. Whew. It's beautiful up here. Hey you guys, we've been getting rain kind of on and off all day, so it's overcast, so the picture might not be ideal, but it's definitely making for some nice damp riding conditions. So right on, you guys. I really hope that helps you guys out. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget, I got that mailing address. So I'm going to start a new segment on my YouTube channel. If you guys want to send mail, you know, thank yous or questions or whatever, it will be read on my YouTube channel. So you should, if you don't want your name or anything mentioned, just indicate that in the letter or whatever you're sending, and I won't say anything. But yeah, it should be fun. Assuming I get mail, I'll check every few weeks or whatever, but might do that, you know, 2 or 3 times a year or whatever, however much mail I get, I guess. So yeah, if you guys are new, definitely like this little picture here, hit the old subscribe button and the bell icon. That's going to give you guys notifications about my videos. So a lot of my viewers aren't even subscribed, so you might as well subscribe and help the channel out, and then YouTube will think it's a bit bigger channel and they'll share it with more people, and it just helps everybody. So right on, check the description. That's where the links to my website and all my stuff's there, my mail address and everything. So Patreon's there as well, you guys. I got new intro videos for Patreon and YouTube, so check both of those out, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.